Why does my website shows site can't be reached? And this happens a lot. This is very familiar. You just launched a EC2 instance with Linux server and you hosted your website in that server. Now you're trying to access from your laptop. You're not able to access it. It says site can't be reached or no response at all, a dead response when you're trying to access that website. Let's understand why this happens and how you can fix it ahead of time. If you are new here, I am Chris from iCloud Excel. I am ex-Amazonian. I have spent over 23 years working in IT infrastructure and AWS cloud technologies, including over a decade in Silicon Valley, San Francisco, helping organizations to build solutions on AWS cloud. On this channel, I help you master on AWS cloud, DevOps, AI through simple explanations, real-world scenarios, and hands-on learning. In this video, you're going to learn what security group is, why this error appears, and what about inbound and outbound rules for the security group. And at the end, I'm gonna show you some trap which you can avoid if you are preparing for the AWS certification exam. Security group is like your front door. Think of your home's front door. You decide who gets in or who gets turned away. Security group is your front door for your EC2 instance. You allow some traffic to come in or you deny all the traffic. So you have complete control who gets in, who doesn't get in. So security group has a two component. One is inbound rules, another one is outbound rules. Traffic comes into your server, that's the inbound. And by default, it is blocked. All the traffics are blocked unless you allow something. And then outbound traffic rules is already allowed. Once you allow inbound, outbound is automatically taken care because this is stateful nature. So you need basically three components when you define a inbound rule or outbound rule. You need a protocol. It may be HTTP, HTTPS or SSH. You need a port. It may be, port 22 or for port 80 or for port 3. And then you need a source from which source you are allowing or denying that request. Let's understand the fix. So browser request comes. This is blocked by security group which is sitting in front of the EC2 instance, and add a inbound rule. That's the fix. You add a inbound rule for the port 80 and 443, you're good to go. There are so many real world use cases for the security group. If you are working in a large project, you will see so many chaos going on just to add a rule in the security group. And there are so many, like you created an instance and your automation created one security group. Now another team member is not able to access your servers and they are requesting you to allow their IP to access your server. This happens a lot in a project. Let me show you in the console. I'm on the console, and if I click on EC2 instance, and if I click on instances, you see there is one instance is running and rest all are stopped. So in this instance, I logged in and I installed this web server, right? So let me log in again. This is the instance public IP, EC2 user, and this is a PEM key I have. So I logged in. So I already installed HTTP web server in this Linux instance, and these are the command actually I ran, and these are the commands. I'm going to attach this PowerPoint so that you can take these commands and test it for yourselves, and I will highly recommend you test it for yourself so that it will give you a lot of clarity. Okay, so now I already installed those commands. HTTPS servers are running. How do I know it's running? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to check this command, systemctl status HTTPD. Okay, so you see this says running. All right, it's loaded, it is active, and all the information it has, and then which process is running, everything is running. I'm gonna say queue, just quit. So service is running. Let me try to access this service. So this is the public IP. I'll get the public IP from here. This is the public IP, and I'm gonna open another browser window and hit that IP. You see that it's round and round, it is not giving any response. And if you look at that, so this IP is actually, let me see if I do HTTP whether it can still access. So it's not. If I give HTTPS, whether it can still access, not. Okay, HTTPS is also, it says this site can't be reached, right? Clearly says that. Now what we are going to do, I'll go to this EC2 instance, select here, and then I'll go to security group and open the security groups. And here, if I edit, you see only allowed SSH, but there is no HTTPS allowed. So I'm gonna do is HTTP protocol allowed, and from where? From anywhere, so that that web browser can be accessed from anywhere. But this is a security flaw. You don't want to do that. Instead of doing that, I'm gonna do from my IP. Okay, custom, instead of custom I say my IP. So automatically my IP is added. Only from my system I can access that website. HTTPS is not required because I have not installed any certificate in that web server, so it is not required. Let me try now. Okay, see, this site can't be reached because I think it's still taking HTTPS. So I'm gonna remove S and hit enter. HTTP, still it is not. So let me allow HTTPS as well. Oh, I did not save this rule, that's why. So HTTP is, so this website content came up. So this is security group importance. Now you understand security group allows you to precisely control that website access. Let me go to the presentation now, and here these are the commands we executed to build that web server. And let's understand some use cases. Before we go any further, I want to tell you about something which is going to change how fast you can grow on AWS. I have built a private community called 10x AWS Builder, and it is not just another Facebook group or Discord server or WhatsApp group with a lot of noise. This is focused and professional community built specifically for people like you, people who are serious about building their AWS career, passing their certifications, getting hired or promoted to the next cloud role. Here is what you get the moment you sign up. Weekly live Q&A calls. Ask me anything about AWS certifications, jobs. This will be live Q&A weekly sessions. I hold that Zoom call and you get answer instantly. And we can brainstorm as well on your problem. And you get direct mentorship. I will personally help you to build your learning roadmap, your certification path, fix your gaps, and keep you accountable for your goals. And I will guide you on this every step of the way. Third thing, you get 24/7 community access. At night 11 p.m. you got a questions, just post your questions. Our community never sleeps. Someone from your community member will answer it. And you get peer network of serious AWS learners. The people who join 10x AWS Builder, they are not here to watch passively. They are building, certifying, and landing cloud jobs. And that energy is contagious. Link in the description below. I will see you in the community. Your remote DevOps team is working. They are trying to SSH to that instance, but SSH is not allowed. Even if it is allowed, they are not allowing from their IP, the DevOps team IP. So you go to the security group, allow SSH, and source you change it to the DevOps team IP or DevOps team instance or system IP. For the exam, again, remember security group is stateful. As I said before, stateful means when you allow inbound traffic, it recorded automatically, outbound traffic will be allowed. So you don't have to separately declare that. Okay. And security group operates at the instance level. So this is like a door for the instance level. It works just in front of the EC2 instance. But other hand, NACL, you may have heard NACL, network access control list. This is stateless. So you have to allow inbound and also allow outbound separately. So because of that, it is a stateless nature and you have to allow both the rules, inbound and outbound, separately. And NACL operates at the subnet level. In the VPC, there are multiple subnets and each and every subnet has a NACL. You have to define the NACL. NACL is by default defined when you create a VPC, but you can add and remove rules when you need to. Before you end this video, I just want you to remember these 4 things. Security group is your virtual firewall. These all the things blocked by default, you have to allow and then only it will work. And security group is stateful. That means if you allow inbound traffic, outbound is automatically taken care. And this is an instance level firewall. This security group sits in front of the EC2 instance and precisely allow you to control the access. Who can access, who cannot access. All right. So this is the information actually I'm giving you for your reference. Update the link below in the description. If you download this PPT, you will get this reference information for your future reference. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this gives you understanding of security groups and how it can protect you from accessing the resources. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next piece.